All right, let's give it a try. This sat overnight. So let's try, see if it'll pop. Let me move this for you. And I believe that's the one we want, and it is. Let's give it a try. Ah, there we go. PB, but it's not the PB. The GB in force. It's for the win. So now that that's loose, let's see if the blades will come off. Look at that. And there we go. We got our 5 blade. All right, cleaning the blades. I'm gonna go fast forward for you. It's not going, there's not a lot of, some of this stuff is not coming off. And, you know, for me, I just want to get the dirt and hair, frankly, there's a bunch of hair on this off of it. So I'm not gonna go crazy. And, you know, I tend to bend the blades, being too much doing on the cleaning. So I'm gonna let this hang. I'm just going to clean it lightly. I already did some in here. I did the other side. Again, not a lot of it's coming off. This fan was used in a basement, an oil furnace basement, you can kind of tell. And so a lot of this isn't coming off. And, you know, the harder I, you know, wash down on it, the more likely I am just to bend the blades, which I don't want to do. So that's the deal. So just go ahead, and I guess you guys can just watch me do this, I suppose. I'm sure some of you are more thorough, etc., but this is how I'm going to do it. Best I can do, really, without going too crazy, or otherwise damaging the blades, right? Very oily, dusty vibe on this one. Again, because I think it was used in a basement with an oil burning furnace. Maybe a kitchen too, but this is not what it seems like. It seems like this is like soot that's on here. Okay, we'll just flip it and do the other side one more time. And there you go. I mean, that's as much as I can do right now on them, and we're not going to go crazy because I want it to not be really out of balance, which is the danger. One thing I do want to do is inside there, and I do want to see me over here. You can see me over here, right? So hit a little WD-40 and make sure there's nothing. And lately, I've just been leaving these in here. I also have a little parts box, but since I'm not really disassembling this in any big way, we'll just leave it in there. It's okay, it's good enough. And the one other thing I want to do is just a little fits down the center here. And I'm going to roll up a blue guy to run through there. One of these guys. Make a roll out of it, right? And then I'm just going to put that there, little schwitz, as they say. That's not what the word schwitz means, but you know how it is. We're just going to do it anyway. Kind of sprayed all over the blades, which we didn't want to happen, but it happened anyway. Nice and clean. And there we go. There's the blades. Next, to clean some of the box, I'll show you what I'm talking about. And the front of the fan is kind of gross. For this one, I'm not going to take it all apart just yet. It will need to be oiled, and I don't see any oil ports on this. We'll look a little closer, but I think that maybe this is a permanently lubricated machine. They don't want you to oil it. We do want to put oil in it, but for now, I'm not going to do all that. I just want to get this back together. So that's going to be kind of the plan. and we'll see how we do. Had to get you on this. Woo! You know, it's always fun to see how much of this stuff really comes off. Now, apart from the rest of the fan, which paint is pretty nice, we have some rust in the bottom here, up to a certain point. You can see there's a line here, pretty clear. So this fan might have had a little water in the basement there, but you know, it works. So that's that. So let's keep cleaning. All right, checking out the motors, some bunch of crap on here, as usual. Man, stuff just gets fully stuck on there, so I'm gonna try to raise a blade. There we go. Not so bad, other than being pretty gross. Well, there you go. We got our marking for top there, which we didn't wash off. 058 down the bottom came off. I kind of messed that up a little bit cleaning it, but that's how it goes. One more little last catch. Some of that oily stuff, that oily fuzz came off of the motor. Pull that out of there. And there you go. And I think we're kind of ready to reassemble this girl. So let's do that. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. She was about like that. Tighten her bag down. There you go. Well, I think the next thing is just to pop the grills back on and try and do that without breaking anything. Let's see how we do. All right, hoping you can watch me do this without too much trouble. One of the things I never did was I never really wiped down the outside of the guy. So let's go ahead and do that. So there you go. Now, if I remember correctly, back grill is a little different than the front grill. No, they're really the same. Well, that makes sense. You know. Well, hard to say which was which at this point. I don't really remember. But that's okay. I guess we'll just put this one on. Don't gonna matter that much, so. Okay, now all the little nubs are latched in. Let's make sure of that. Yeah, all the little tabs are latched in, so here goes nothing. There we go. Rear grill is on. Sure feels like it's going to rattle a little bit. We'll find out. And let's put the other one on. Do it exactly the same way. We'll set it in first. Hopefully that's enough. Okay. Feels like it's set in there. Our side tabs. All four of the little tabs are in. No, that's in there. Okay, there you go. I mean, what else can you do other than plug her in and give her a whirl freshly cleaned? So let's move, I'm going to move you. Here it is running as cleaned. Cleaned up. And let's see if it rattles now. Going high. Nope. Sure doesn't. Doesn't shake too much. Medium. Let's go to low. There she is on low. And I really like that low. That low is a really nice speed. And now it's cleaner and not so gross. It doesn't have all that oily dust in it. You know, blowing someone's grandma's hair all over your house. So that's pretty nice. Let's go back to high. And you know, not for nothing, it's a pretty powerful fan. I hope you're not getting too much wind noise. We'll go for a spin down. So yeah, pretty nice fan. And again, up here, New England area, you don't see these. These are not available up here. These were sold mostly in the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, maybe Connecticut, but definitely New York, New Jersey, Long Island is where you see these. And I was traveling down that way and was able to pick this one up. And normally, again, I really don't buy plastic grilled fans because I break stuff like that, but when it's a 5-blade Frigid, you can't pass her up. So that's the deal with this guy. Thanks a lot for watching. We hope you had a good time enjoying the video about this fan, seeing it clean up a little bit, and the overall condition of it. Probably saw some water in the basement as we saw, but no other real damage. The buttons are a little janky here, you know. But it functions properly now that I got them straightened out so it doesn't bind. So it seems to be working out okay. And there it is on that nice low speed. So there you go. Frigid 5-blade. Pretty uncommon to see. I'm really trying not to buy any fans unless they're pretty special. And this one, if you ask me, is pretty special. So thanks for watching. One guy commented and said that his parents had bought one in 1976. That was a lot like this. So it's possible that the date on the motor, 78, is actual. So we'll say this is like 1978. In fact, let me shut this off. One of the reasons I like these is I remember my Meemaw buying a fan. They needed a fan in the all-purpose room or whatever, and it was a 3-blade version of this, probably just 2 speeds. But I remember the grill. I remember her buying it and us taking it out of the box and putting the feet on it. It had feet that came with it. So I remember that. That's a sort of a, this is definitely a childhood memory fan. She didn't have the 5-blade version, but it's pretty darn cool to see. It's a pretty good spin down, and it's a big motor, so probably a pretty big rotor inside there. It gives it a little extra weight, because the blades aren't really that heavy. So there she is, a little cleaned up. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts on this fan. Do you have one? Does your grills rattle? Do you know, anything? Let me know what you think. And that's it. So thanks for watching this video about this pretty interesting Frigid 5-blade 3-speed. And take care of yourselves. Be well. All right.